Good evening. It is 9:25 p.m. How is everyone doing on this beautiful night? It's been it's been one hell of a week, but I made it through. You know, um, I kept my eyes on what mattered, um, and I didn't stray from that. I just wish a lot of people wouldn't stray from being who they are. I just feel like the world is not going to change unless people understand. The further you stray from yourself is the further you stray from God. You know, um, all this looking for someone to validate and show some type of charismatic charm, understanding, it's not going to happen. You have to be able to charm yourself and not look for it outside the box. We need to just start really looking at ourselves in the mirror, and truly evaluate what we see and not look for like validation anywhere else. Um, a lot of people don't even know who they are. They don't have an understanding of who they are because they don't have a concept of what they became. And but it took a long time to become what you have become. You know, um, that's why a lot of people are not familiarized with themselves. All this dressing up, painting your face, glamorizing, you know, um, it's not going to change the fact that if you are, if you have an ugly aura about you inside, I don't care how much makeup you put on, I don't care how much jewelry or how much money you spend on clothing to try to fit in, you're not going to fit in. Um, you're still going to be looked at as something just, you're still not going to be part of something, you know. And a lot of people don't understand that you have to have some sort of realization that even in spite of everyone judging you, judging your character, your actions, placing blame on you, trying to bully you, intimidate you, they can never cancel you out if you completely change your what's on the inside. Um, it's what matters on the inside. Like your character is your aura. That's where the colors come in. You got warm, lukewarm, cold, hot, and a lot of people are so stuck on certain colors, colorisms. You know, um, there is no such thing as colorisms when it comes to your aura. The colors are going to come to come together and bring out a part of you that you may be trying to conceal. Like my shirt, you see these different colors. You know, um, I love all colors. I have an understanding of when I do wear a certain color, I know how I feel at that point in time. You know, um, and I learned to appreciate all colors. Not distance myself or distance my mind um, from what truly matters in life. You know, um, when you die, we all gonna be the same color. You're gonna be pale, deathly pale. When you gotta realize that once you fall apart and once you gone, that's it. So many people want to sit up here and brag and gloat, but not realizing death smells the same. It got the same stench. You know, that same stench that leave a bad taste on your tongue, you know. And people tend to overlook that once your heart stops beating, your brain has no type of signal where even life support wouldn't be able to keep you alive enough, well, long enough. Once that plug is pulled, that socket is depleted of all this energy, you know, you will still have nothing. You know, and a lot of people feel like long as they live and gain from satisfaction and money, material things, they will have the world, you know. And that is not true. Um, you will only have the problems that comes within the world, you know. People just need to stop focusing on the the false pretenses and perceptions that's continuously going around and think for themselves, you know. We're all our best candidates, you know. While we get all this voting, you know, everybody said, you know, their lives matter. Well, show me your life matters, you know. And it shows by people's actions that they so concerned about everything that's going on in this world that would be the cause of what breaks you, and not looking at what could make you. You know, it's like people don't believe that something can make you better, make you great. You know, they don't realize that greatness comes from within. You know, you have to appreciate your gifts. You know, we're all gifted accordingly, you know, in accordance with the laws, you know, of the universe. You know, we just need to apply those laws, you know, and not march, you know, not look for validation in laws and lawsuits and all this. It's just it's embarrassing. You know, I remove myself from that situation because my validation comes from above and below. Like there is no in between, like I said on my previous video. Um I feel like all lives matter, you know. But to truly matter in this life, you have to open your eyes and open your heart, you know, and see compassion. You know, it doesn't have to be no booming type, you know, no disco type lights, you know, or compassion, but just some type of willingness to understand that, you know, gratitude goes a long way. You know, you can't buy appreciation. Appreciation and love cannot be bought. I don't care how many designer bags you have, how many trench coats or mink coats. I don't care how much money you spend on a tag. You still gonna be who you are. You know that's not going to be the branch and the branches that you need to grow. And to develop, because your branches still could be empty and dead. And willow. So we just have to look at ourselves in the mirror and see that once you look at yourself and see the things that needs to be adjusted, you will truly understand. If people focus more on their own selves and stop looking for acceptance in the wrong places, in the wrong areas of their lives, they will understand that, you know, you don't have to be like your earthly families. It's all lessons, it's all examples. We have a lot of options. We're able to make our own decisions, but we need to base those decisions off of some type of learning lessons, some type of accountabilities, and it comes with responsibilities. You don't have to be perfect, because I love not being perfect. My imperfections is what makes me glow, what gives me strength. I don't want to be like anyone down here. It's like, no, I love being unique. I love being different. I love being special. and I feel special, and I feel like I've learned to accept myself and to not only acknowledge it to other people, but to truly acknowledge it to myself. Like, I love me. I'm grateful to be able to go through all the things I went through, because it made me a stronger person. 2 years ago, I was still, up in air, wanting to die. It was like, I'm tired of waking up. I'm tired, but it's something inside me that drove that feeling away. It's like, damn, I know that I deserve to be able to strive and be the best. I know that I put in the work, and I know that no matter what, my heart, my aura, my soul, everything will always align. My chakras will always um be installed and instilled in the right way. It's all gonna be aligned. So no matter if I'm spinning in circles or if I'm orbiting, it's always gonna align. Like, there's no need for any graph tape or any type of measurements, and there's a balance. There's a balance to me. So I'm grateful for that I was able to hold on, and accept the darkness and the light. I deserve my horns and my halo, because I know it's a time and place for everything. I know that I treat people the way they want to be, treat people the way I want to be treated, and I give the same energy. So if I'm a respectful and appreciative you and compassionate, I've earned that. But it's your decision whether or not I'm gonna continue to wear the halo or pull out my horns. You know, you you're the one that's gonna dictate what I wear. On top of my head, I'm gonna present myself in a manner that's presentable. I'm never gonna lose focus of who I am, and I'm not never gonna lose focus of the love and the understanding of the compassion that I can give to other people. So it's just like, if you really deserve me, show me you deserve me. Show me that you deserve to sit next to me, to stand next to me. Because I will disclaim you. I will deny you. I don't know you. Who are you? If you haven't left like a memory, a memorable memory in my head, and you're just past lessons, past examples of what not to be and what not to do, and you know, I don't want no parts of you. And it's like, I walked in 2023 by myself, and I'm so grateful. I am, because I was able to disconnect myself from the hurt, the pain, you know, and I still have that. I forgave, and I moved on. I don't harbor no hard feelings towards people. It just, I pity you. I really do. I pity you. I don't feel sorry for you, but I pity you, because you're going to receive karma. You're going to karma is going to be that reflection that you need. Karma is going to be that wake up call. It's going to be that alarm clock that you need to, you know, that you need to hear, but you're not going to be able to control it. You're not going to be able to set the times, and schedule anything. There's going to be a set limit and a deadline. And a lot of people don't understand that. Like, you either believe in me and trust me enough to know that I would never hurt you and bring you down, or you just fall. I mean, I'm not going to continue holding people up when they don't even want to use the strength of love and appreciation and some sort of gratitude. If you can't use that as your strength, you deserve all the weaknesses that comes with it. You deserve to fall, and to fall where you keep following. Like, you cannot, if you cannot appreciate the balance that gravity has given you, you do not deserve to even be um part of the apple that fell from the tree that Galileo, had. made an example out of. You don't deserve to be that fresh fruit. That something that looks so golden, so caramelized, so precious, so perfect. You don't deserve a chance. You know, how many millenniums, how many centuries, decades, how many years do we really have to continue the same cycle? I mean, if you haven't learned now, you're never going to learn, and you do not need to be part of something that needs to change. If you don't have the will to change, have the will and the mindset to change 2023, you're wasting space. You're wasting gifts, and you're wasting time. Everybody's going off of other people's timing, but you need to go off your own timing. You need to be clocking in on your own time sheet, called life. Because you're not going to be able to continuously clock in. One day, you're not going to even be part of the time sheet. Your name is not going to be even added to it, and a lot of people don't want to acknowledge that when full control comes, a lot of people gonna be pointing fingers at everyone. Oh, I didn't have a chance. I didn't have an opportunity. But you did. Just admit you fucked up. Just admit you were in a bad place. But that's not going to come about. A lot of people gonna be pointing fingers at everybody but themselves. But the thing is, you're gonna be the one laughed at because you haven't came to the point of understanding that they said that when you age it comes with growth and wisdom, but that's not true. Age don't mean you graduated. You've learned anything. You have people still doing the same thing they were doing when they were young but haven't learned anything from it. Like, it's not really about truly changing who you are. It's about accepting who you are and being able to take away from that and being able to want to continue to help other people. That's where therapy come in at. Um, I know that I could be my own therapist and I could be somebody else's therapist, because I have that understanding of, you know, you shouldn't be crying. You shouldn't have to cry. You shouldn't have to, break down and tremble. You shouldn't have to feel so weak and so, like, go through all these unbearable things in life. You should be able to live life to the fullest. It shouldn't be only rainbows on cloudy days. Like, you should be able to not only observe, but you should be able to explore everything around you, that life has to offer. It's all about lessons. It's all about what you select for your test. A lot of people need to realize that our tests are different. Our times are being tested. Every moment that passed, that people are so caught up in these clubs and these parties, all this stuff congregating together, but not really truly coming together. You know, um, people need to realize that partying and celebration are two different things. Celebrations is like when we celebrate somebody's achievements. A party is where we just want to get fucked up. It's like everybody for themselves. You know, um, the world needs to start treating every test that's being given as a celebration, as a monument, as something that can not only enlighten others but inspire others, for the next generations. Because it's not gonna be too many more generations, you know. It feel like what's being brought in this world is just it's karma. It's karmic energies. It's soulless beings. It's like it's like babies are not even brought in the world to understand love. They're just pushed out with no souls, no skills to even learn how to gravitate from and to, and it's going to depend on certain generations. It's going to depend on certain people. And sometimes you have to separate yourselves from your family and your so-called friends because you will truly see who your enemies are. You have to realize your family had opportunities to do right. But a lot of families rather see somebody just sitting around like them. They want to see your years pass. They don't want to see you grow. They don't want to see you elevate. And that shows right there they are very envious and have some sort of jealousy or some sort of spite, and not wanting to take accountability for their actions and just say, look, I had an opportunity. I fucked up. Let me try to make sure you don't fuck up. Like a lot of families want to be there at your celebration, but they don't want to be there truly when you're struggling. Like, keep that same energy you had when I was struggling, where I spoke to you, but you reciprocate the same energy I gave you. That's why I don't claim nobody in the middle of anything. I'm able to love myself and cherish myself because I know God is my mother and Lucifer is my father. I know that I'm able to take away the true values of things. It's not about money. It's not about bragging. It's not about showing off. It's about me earning things. It's about me being able to acquire things that I've really went above and beyond for, even having nothing. And I still have that in my heart to where I'm not going to lose who I am, and I'm not going to blame everybody else for one person or for some sort of subject, that has occurred. So I'm able to know that in the midst of everything, good or bad, I'm going to still hold on to who I am, and I'm going to cherish who I am, even demons are good, A lot of people see them as bad, but they're not. It's all about character. It's all about traits. It's all about everything is a lesson. Everything is experience. Just treat it like another obstacle you overcame. A barrier you was able to remove and push out the way so that you can advance. It's all about trying to go further, in life. Not only with your body, but also with your mind and your eyes. You have to see further. You cannot continue to see the same things around you. You cannot continue to accept your surroundings because your surroundings could be the reason why you never elevated. Your surroundings could be the reasons why you are stuck where you at today. It took time. It took me realizing that I can't force somebody to appreciate me. I can't shake sense into them. I can't treat people like treat my appreciation like salt and pepper. I can't sprinkle that shit on your food to season it to your taste. I'm not I'm not your servant. I'm not your cook. But what I can do is give you my recipe of love, light, and peace. You could live a dark life, but don't bring people that shouldn't be involved in it. You want to live a dark life, live that dark life by yourself. You know, just hold on to who you are. And learn from those learn lessons from them, so that you can help other people. Like, okay, the youth, let me help them not to go down the same road I went through. They have a chance, they have an opportunity. I know that all these years passed. I got to an age where I'm not physically able to do what they can do, but still my mind is still good enough to mature. It's all about maturity. It's not about waiting till you 50, 60, 70, 80 years old, 90, 100 for you to really say, oh, I'm maturing because I have gray hair. No, the fuck. You have not matured because your attitude, your aura is still the same. It's still empty. It still has no light. It still hasn't been able to shed any light because there's no ore, there's no gifts. There's all it is a black hole, empty hole, a hollow hole. And what's gonna come in, what's supposed to be the light is gonna be karma. It's gonna be something you cannot control. So while people are able to control their actions and the way they feel, and don't wait till it's too late where somebody else have full control. You know, stand up, wake up, look around you. You know, um, how long are you going to complain about control being forced? When we all have a test, we all have selections, we all can make decisions for ourselves. Don't wait till you have to be institutionalized, and then complain that you're an adult. You don't have to be told what to do. Don't wait till it's too late to where you have no full control over what you want to do in life. So be blessed.